Today is the 5th of November, it's the 11th month. And today's topic is follow the light. Follow the light is from God. He told me about it last week, Wednesday. And he showed me a guy walking in the tunnel, stumbling, but that guy was stumbling, following the light. So until Monday, I had no any other information about following the light, but I knew I was just going to put it my way. But then Monday, God started telling me things. God is just telling me all these heavy things. I don't know what He's expecting to come out of me, hey? This is God's glory on center stage. From South Africa to the world, it's God's glory on center stage. Mission created to uplift and to advance the black nation that has suffered long time in the hands of invaders. That's how God sees it. He sees Africa as being invaded and being plundered and being destroyed. And today he says black people are suffering because of these issues. So God has vindicated African people for the things that they're going through. He's put all the blame on Europeans. That I can tell you, he told me this one, that he blamed them fully. And some of them can say, but I was not born when these things happen, it's not me. God says man is a product of his forefather. So if you have gained from your forefathers' gains, you're part of it. Everybody in this world, he says, you are a product of them. Whether they were poor, whether they were rich, we all become products of our forefathers. That's how God sees all this. Somebody was asking me last week about the book that was written in Hebrew. They were asking me what book was it. It's the Torah. The book that God is telling us is the Torah. You must just Google it and buy it. Live the life that has been stolen from you. The life was just stolen from you. Your identity have been stolen. Identity theft is real. There are people living today with an identity theft, and they believe fully that they are who they are, and they even teach their offsprings about the life that they have stolen from other people. Okay, but God does not forget. God is very funny. I find him very weird and amazing. Like everything that has happened since the world began, he does not forget. So on Monday, he said to me, while I was sleeping, I'm just going to read it so that you pick it up where it comes from. He says, if there is a skilled hunter amongst you, hunting skills should be used to benefiting you. So he's saying, if there is anybody with skills of hunting amongst us black people, if there's anybody with skills of welding, if there's anybody with skills, is there anybody with skills amongst us? Then those skills must be used to benefit the community. Is there anybody with skills of ironsmith? Then those skills must be used to benefit the community. Remember, God said he wants Africa back in the hands of its owners. God knows that we cannot take this country back and this whole continent back without skills, without knowledge, without information. For us to run it properly the way our forefathers ran it, he wants us to be fully skilled. And again, it was this Monday night, after telling me about the hunting skills. Actually, he was talking to men. This information he was directing to black men. He also showed me a black man talking, saying, no, just wait. Wait, no, not like this. You know what was happening? This black man was talking to a white man, saying to a white man, now wait, you have taken enough. I've got nothing left for me and my kids. You keep on taking. No, wait, no, this is too much. That was what God was telling me. He said, black men, if they don't get up, come up, don't rise up together, one day they're gonna wake up and find that white men have finished everything and there's nothing left for you and your kids. When we talk white men, we know they are very good white people, okay? We're not talking everybody. We are not attacking the white nation. I'm a messenger and my messages are from God, and He's the one who's giving me all this information. And I have to say them because He sent me for this. So if you know you are not that part of that white group, don't get offended. They are just a certain group of white people that God is after. Okay? So He's saying black people, if they don't get up, black men, if they don't get up, one day you will get up. You will wake up. One day you will wake up and find that all your resources have been plundered and there's nothing left for you and your children. He wants you to be in a combat position. There's a video I made that God said He wants all African men in a combat position. Look now, you can see Trump is threatening Nigeria. In this position, God is expecting men to come together. God wants men to fight physical combat. He wants you on a physical combat like this, head on with your enemy. He wants you to support your government to fight off the enemy, not by mouth, not by truth and reconciliation, not by Codessa. Speaking, it doesn't help. Sometimes speaking is just a waste of time. He wants you on action, and He knows that one day you just have to move into these positions. He wants you in a real position of combat, okay? Because He wants you to fight off your enemies, because your enemies, they are not playing games with you. They might be smiling with you, but they think you are the most stupid thing that has ever existed on earth. And God knows about this, and God is very concerned. It's a big issue in heaven. God is really concerned about Africa and its losses. He's concerned about the enemies of Africa and what they keep on doing to us. And He wants it to stop. And He's depending on black men. He's depending on African men. God wants you on a combat position, all men. There is something that is called civilian army. Civilian army is what we can campaign for. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people might think it's illegal. We are not talking about terrorists. We are talking of civilian army, which bridges the gap between the national army and the civilians. In times of chaos, in times of need, the civilian army can rise in defense of its government together. A civilian army can be supported by the government itself, and you can be part of it with technical skills. They can support with technical skills. That's why God is saying, if there's any skilled hunters among you, you should use those skills to advance each other, to benefit yourselves. This is what part of it, of what God is saying. Be alert. People, be alert. The times that we're living in are not the times of before. Everything is changed, and don't pretend it's not changed. It's changed, and you're going to have to change your mindset. God wants you here. Okay? I know it's going to be rough.